Alright, hey everyone, here we go. We're going to start 4th chapter, verse 4. So far it's been pretty interesting getting into the minds of 4 and 5. It's really good though.
Well, that about wraps up another day of meaningless slaughter.
Don't say such things. We achieved an honorable victory this day.
Yep. Keep telling yourself that. All you did was kill a bunch of helpless soldiers.
I'm just trying to help one. To serve her in all things.
Sure, okay. Pin the blame on her if it makes you feel better.
I'm not pinning blame. It's the truth. I'd never kill just to kill things. All this fighting is... it's ugly. And sad.
Oh, that's a riot. If you really feel that way, why do you keep chopping fools in half, huh?
I'm a simple girl. All I can do is devote myself to the challenge in front of me. You have no right to criticize someone who is only fighting as best she could.
I love Gabriella, she's so good.
Today was a fine day, my lady, was it not?
Indeed. Though it wasn't easy, we managed to succeed.
I'm sure Lady One will be delighted.
You think so?
Of course.
I hope you're right. She's usually pretty quiet. It's kind of hard to know what she's thinking.
Now, if it please you, my lady, I have a strategy for our next battle.
It's not like I'm fishing for compliments or anything. It's just, you know, if one would talk to me more often, maybe I'd have a better idea of what she really wants.
Well spoken, my lady. Now, as to the upcoming battle...
I mean, I am the most cooperative of the sisters, you know? One's smart. She must have seen that by now. But even if one actually is grateful, it doesn't mean much if the object of that gratitude is unaware of it. That's just my opinion, of course. Anyway, what were you saying?
Nothing, my lady. What next, Lady Four?
You know how the remaining elves have formed a band of air pirates, right?
I thought we'd already dispatched those brigands.
We dispatched them, but we didn't annihilate them. There are a few stragglers that we need to chase down.
Do we really need to chase them, my lady, when they have literally turned their backs and fled? They cannot be much of a threat.
But who is to say when they might once again bare their fangs? We must completely eliminate any potential threats to one.
Such cruelty.
Sorry? What was that?
Nothing, my lady. Your strategy is both bold and wise, and I shall serve you in all things.
I agree with you, P. Also, for someone who's like, oh, but I only fight when I must, I'm gonna hunt down and murder all of these elves. Whoa, that's a vast contrast to only fighting the battles that you must and genocide. I feel like there's other routes that could be taken between those two options. I mean, yes, her logic in that is pretty sound. Haha, sound. Why do all these airships look like the ones from number 1, but better? Kill the evil air pirates.
Hurry. If one hopes to reign supreme, we have to establish our dominance here. These are pirates, you know. Real bad characters. There's no need to hold back. If we crush them utterly, the world will be better for it. Now let's go save the world.
Seriously? Now you've got to save your complex on top of everything else? Shooting a bunch of fleeing infantrymen in the back isn't going to help one. It isn't going to help anyone.
No, you're wrong. And if one believes that, then she's wrong too.
Ah! Shoot the dragon down! It's gonna light up the balloon! Dragon! It's a dragon! It's going for the balloon! Evade! Evade!
It's gonna make me kill all of these, because that'd be awful and hilarious at the same time.
Please stop! I beg you!
These people have extreme personalities. They do! But I just think it's hilarious how she was like,
Girl, listen up.
What?
Don't what, me? Don't you hear all that screaming? How can you hear that without going insane?
They're just battle cries. It's nothing to fuss over.
They sound scared shitless to me.
Oh, and what if they are?
Jesus! This is quite the conflicting personality you're displaying here. 1 or 4? Battle cries are a lot different than cries of terror.
Is this because we're elves? What have we ever done to you?
And Gabrielle's like, fuck it, I'll just do it. Alright. She's like, I don't care about human problems or elf problems.
Ah, help me!
Did you hear that?
What?
They're screaming in terror.
The
Hey,
dragon's
look,
coming!
even if these are elves or whatever, this is just, I mean,
Don't let it affect you, Gabriella. War is as much a conflict against yourself as it is a battle against the enemy. You just need to ask yourself what it means to be on the right side.
shut the freak. What do you know about right and
It's too hot! We're freaking out!
This dialogue's pretty great though. It is giving us a really good character assessment of 4.
Defenses penetrated! All hands, anti-air fire! Shoot it out of the sky! Please! I know we're pirates, but no living thing deserves such horror! I'm on fire! I'm gonna burn to death! Help me!
Shit. Somehow they managed to repair their cannons. You think this game wouldn't make you destroy You know what, P?
Fire all cannons! Don't let it near the mothership!
I should have assumed it would make you destroy all of them.
I thought I was brave, but I don't want to die!
Nothing not brave about not wanting to die, though. That's pretty normal. Got him.
I'm on fire!
You are on fire. It's true.
No, it's heading for the mothership! All hands, enter defensive formations!
This isn't even a war. It's goddamn
Brandon, you have
manslaughter.
to!
What's so funny?
Manslaughter. We're fighting elves, remember? So it can't be manslaughter.
Unbelievable.
Oh, and that's not all. This is a pirate ship, not some pleasure craft. Pirates are evil, and it's fine to kill evil people. As long as they're not civilians, they're fair game.
mothership!
This is the hammer of justice at work. We're always in the right. Now, keep attacking. Move it!
The mothership has suffered catastrophic damage!
Man. She really hates anything that she perceives as being evil. Weird. Alright. I'm gonna have to go into intoner mode here soon.
Why? This is so cruel!
Oh man, we managed to destroy one bits of the aircraft here. Alright. Did he actually have a part in the DLC though, or was that? The directors don't always take part in the DLC that comes out after. That's why I ask. See you later. Yeah, blew off the tip. P's getting nightmares now. Down goes the pirate ship. Hey, Irene, how's it going? Agreed.
The screams of burning victims rang out from the downed vessels. The cries for help echoed far and wide. But none of it bothered the intoner in the least. After all, they weren't civilians.
Look at
After
Dagonis.
all, they weren't human. After all, they were the bad guys. The intoner was filled with sublime exhilaration.
Oh shit, she's got a little bit of murderous intent to her, you think? Are you gonna let P, the Magic D, tell people that? Yeah, level 10. 20,000 gold. Is it 20,000? Yeah, excellent. All missions complete. Obtain Forest Claws. Level 1. Access it from the change weapons option in the battle purpose. Gold soldiers will now appear somewhere within these levels. And they give you a lot of money too. Like I got 32,000 from 2 gold soldiers in Peak of Frigidity. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt if he was involved. It's just there's a lot of games that come out with the DLC, and the people are like, "Nah, we're not gonna get involved." All right, guys, let's start 3's chapter. After I really liked 4's. It was a really good insight to the type of person she is. 3 is an amateur doll maker, but her fanatical devotion to this hobby is enough to give her disciple Octa pause. Oh my God, Octa's in this. Yes, that's right. Oh, I'm really excited for that. Octa's amazing. If we get through all of these today, I'll probably swap over to Bayonetta 2. So, I'm excited about that. It's probably true.
Once upon a time, many moons ago, there was a beautiful intoner and an elderly man. The intoner's only love in life was making dolls. She loved it so very much. It was an odd obsession, to be sure. One the elderly man would often worry about if the mood struck him.
She's great, so not really. August 27th. Alright. It's almost a whole year or 2 years before the first game.
Uh-oh. Looks like your surface is getting a bit rough.
You certainly have a way of losing yourself in your dolls, my lady. Such a pity. I can have any woman I desire thanks to my mighty member. And yet you are the only one who can push me over the white cliffs of joy. In this thick and turgid world, you, Lady 3, stand boldly above them all. Just once. I wish my lady would open her pleasure bond to me while her dolls were watching. With my body, soul, and technique, I know I would satisfy her as no man ever could. You simply cannot compare some splintered puppet to the majesty of old Octa.
Somehow he managed to turn that into... Why does she walk like this? This is kind of creepy. Anyway, somehow he managed to turn that into... that.
Ah, my charming little dolls.
Good heavens! What are we going to do with you, Lady 3? I stopped keeping tabs on you for just 1 minute, and now you've gone and scared up this horde of little monsters.
Ah, Octa's amazing.
Octa, you're all shriveled up for a change. Can I slice it off and dissect it?
I'd prefer you didn't, my lady.
What?
If I might change the subject. May I ask who will be rumbling with this time around? Yeah, in battle, that is, not the other kind of rumbling.
My soldiers. The troops I made for one. They've been very bad.
Oh, so you're planning to go forth and dispatch the very monsters you conjured up? A wise and magnanimous gesture, my lady.
If my sister wills it.
So they all seem to want to do stuff for one. Like, 3 here is already... So 1 seems to exert a certain level of control over the rest of the intoners, it seems. This looks like...
I had no idea
She
you
uses
were
the
also
scissors.
meddling with ogres, my lady. It's a sight that would take anyone's breath away.
Demons don't take kindly to people, but a few little tweaks, and I can mess with them all I want.
I don't see how an ogre can bring much enjoyment, no matter how tweaked.
Okay, so she has her own unique fighting style compared to the other intoners. Like, because so far 4 was just the same as Zero's fist techniques, and 5 is the same as her spear techniques, but 3 might be similar to Zero's short sword using, but for the most part looks to be vastly different. Alright, so there's 2 treasure chests in here, at the very least, possibly 3. But again, she's got these 2 like awesome looking katanas on her boots for some reason, and she doesn't use those. So more like Scent. Yeah, but I never got to play as Scent, so I guess. Yay for jump puzzles. Oh, that sucked. Alright, so is there another chest in here, or am I going crazy? No more chests. The hell are you doing, Octa? That was annoying. 3 is twin swords, so... So I could step in that, but I don't want to. Before we do that, we're gonna look for this other treasure chest, because there's one more treasure chest we need. And I think that's it right there. Oh, I forgot to buy a replenishment of my small potions. Alright, let's just step in this here. We'll leave those crates in case there's another health orb in them.
How curious. Whatever could round 1 possibly be referring to?
Octa,
Yes, my lady?
don't be such a worrier, would you?
Ah, yes. 1,000 pardons, my lady. To think, all these monsters would defy their master and creator. You might say we've got some control issues here, Lady 3.
Yes, they're defective. I kind of forgot I left them in the cathedral city.
Oh, how distressful!
We must dispose of them. All of them. Sadly like a picked flower. Cruelly like a test specimen.
Get sliced. That wasn't so bad. Enhanced ogres. Oh, there's 5 of them.
Ah, Hugo, Alfonso, Carlo, Elma, and Oscar.
My lady?
Those are their names. I wanted to make a group of brothers, but it didn't quite work out. Their brains' motor signals weren't able to communicate with their nervous systems. I think excess noise and the neural connections ended up slowing their movements. See, my goal was to make good, useful soldiers. To make powerful, beautiful, obedient soldiers. But I failed.
My, you certainly become quite verbose when discussing your soldiers, Lady Three.
These guys are very slow. He wasn't kidding. And off with your arms. Alright, what do you got for me next? I like how they're called enhanced ogres, but they're not really all that enhanced. Okay.
Gugglefin. That one is named Gugglefin.
Quite a bit faster than those fellows before, I'd say.
Yes, Gugglefin's gifted. I made sure to learn from my mistakes with the Hugo brothers. I used metal in the neurotransmitters to achieve greater accuracy and boost transmission speeds by approximately 45%. Making the metal thin enough was a bit of a challenge, not to mention implanting it into an ogre. But I believe the results justified all my hard work.
You really do love speaking upon the subject of dolls, Lady Three. Oh my! Now it's a pair of nimble soldiers.
That's Keijo and Lochner. They were a gifted pair of children. But something ended up being very wrong with them.
How's that, my lady?
Well, I adjusted the connection between their brains and the optic nerves in their eyes. But in the end, that wound up harming the link between visualization and memory. As a result, they perceived all objects they saw as fluttering like capes. They essentially evolved to a point where they started attacking friends and foes alike.
Fluttering capes. I'm afraid I don't quite follow your allusion. But that aside, I'm not sure I'd classify attacking one's allies as evolving.
You have a point.
Haha! Good point. Attacking one's allies is not evolving. Oh man, there's more, huh? Okay. Alright.
Excremental arena. Just the children I wanted to meet. See? Look at them. Look at them. Their nimble movements. Their lithe and well-defined bodies. The way they make decisions based on experience and knowledge. It's fantastic. They were a wonderful kind of success. Like finding pearls in the forest. Are my soldiers not the very best of the best?
Yes, my lady, yes, of course. But do try to calm down, if you would. There is one thing I am curious about, my lady.
What is it?
The names of these beasts. What do they mean?
They're Spanish for excrement and urine.
You have Spanish in this world?
Excrement and urine.
Oh, well. All right then.
Octa's response to that is amazing. Apparently, Spain exists in this world. Yeah, level 2. Copper-based material. 50,000 gold. 50,000 gold. We did it, team. He thought that shit would be a live stream. Hey, Dano. In the lore, Midgard is what Europe became after abandoning the concept of borders. So is this considered the real world? Like, is this considered Earth? Because if so, I can understand, but I'm not entirely certain. That's not entirely clear to me. I figured it was just a fantasy world.